going to get to two here, Edwin and Maria in a little bit. Welcome, Rickea. We're going to start right away in the center section, all the way in the back. Two questions.
How you doing, Rickea? Congratulations, by the way. I feel like you're the most pro-ready in this draft. So what's the first thing you're looking for in LA, and like, how do you feel about teaming up with Cameron Brink?
Yeah, I feel like I'm looking into them pouring into me, and I'm doing the same on and off the court. I'm so excited to play with Cam. You know, we're both competitive. You know, we're young, we're feisty, but we're still gonna, bring that game offensively and defensively. I know if I get beat off the dribble, Cam's swatting into the second row, so I'm ready for that too.
Staying in the center section, last row.
Hi, Rickea. Lauren from the 9450. Congratulations. Over here. Over here.
Oh.
As you transition to the league, what part of your game do you think will transition well? And what part do you think needs a little bit more work to help the transition become more seamless?
Yeah, I feel like I'm excited to bring, my versatility, playing any position, taking advantage of whether it's a small guard on me or a bigger, slower player. I'm excited about that. And then I just want to work on getting in tip-top shape, after the injury. I couldn't, my conditioning was in the game, like trying to get back. So I feel like when I'm in tip-top shape, world-class shape, that's when I'm playing at my best, both ends of the floor. So yeah.
All right, we're going to turn to Zoom for a second. We're going to go with Maria and then Edwin. Maria, you're up.
Maria Cornelius, 247 Sports, Tennessee. Rickea, obviously good to see you this evening. A lot of predictions had you going to Chicago. You end up going to Los Angeles. How excited are you about that? And after playing in the SEC for both Mississippi State and Tennessee, how did that prepare you for the league?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I'm just grateful that LA believed in me. They see something in me, and I see something in them too. I had great talks with them prior to the draft. So, I'm just grateful for it all. Playing at Tennessee and Mississippi State, it's prepared me for this moment because, life is just trials, tribulations, but how you get through those. And I feel like I've overcome a lot of adversity, and I feel like I just continue to stay strong. And that's what got me where I am today.
All right, Edwin, you're up.
Edwin Garcia, Swisher Peel. Jackson, what was the process like going through the draft process with LA, and what did you see that excites you about this upcoming season and your first rookie year here in Los Angeles?
Yeah, it's crazy to say, but I didn't even think about like how the draft process goes. I thought like you just show up to draft day and you just kind of get drafted. I didn't know like if they could even speak to you prior to the draft. Really crazy of me, but so when I was getting these calls, scheduling these meetings, I was just like, whoa, they're asking you questions, sometimes personal questions, and you just got to sit there and answer them. It's a job interview. So I feel like just that in itself was pretty cool to experience, and the whole draft process has been amazing though. Honestly, it felt like recruiting out of high school. That's what it felt like to me, and that was the most crazy part though.
We're staying on Zoom. We're going to go with Nathan and then Gabriella. Nathan.
Nathan Addison, the PR announcement. Rickea, what would you say is the most difficult challenge that you're ready to embrace in the WNBA? And is it safe to say, with just everything that has transpired just in women's sports all around, that this might be the golden era for women's basketball?
Yeah, I'll answer your second question first. Definitely. This is generational. This is a generational class. I feel like this class is just so different. Now, I know this class is different. I feel like the viewership is peaking. Women's basketball is just up in an uproar. Everyone's tuning in. We averaged better than the men this year. Not to say, we're just in competition, but that just says a lot. And I'm just grateful to even be a part of this draft class. I feel like we're just trending in the right direction. What was your first question again?
My first question was, what difficult challenge are you ready to embrace as a WNBA player?
Probably the pace of the game. I feel like college to, high school to college, it was a different pace. So I feel like it's probably going to be that same thing in the league, going up the world's best players. I feel like that's going to be pretty tough, but I'm excited for the challenge.
All right, we're going to have two more from Zoom and then return to the room here for one more question. Gabriella, you're up, and you're going to be followed by Chris.
Hi, Rickea. Gabriella Lewis, the next. You join a rich tapestry of Lady Vols players in the WNBA. You're one of 10 top 10 top 10 draftees out of Tennessee. What's it mean to join this legacy? And then did you talk to any Vols alums while you were getting drafted, maybe Jordan or anyone?
Yeah, to be in this conversation of those greats is so crazy and mind blowing to me. I'm just grateful to, have Candace come to our games sometimes, have Tamika Catchings, have Jordan Horston, in my ear, and just they continue to support me. Jordan texts me, how much she was proud of me, text me a little bit about the process. Tamika and I speak every now and then, and she's just always pouring into me, like I just call her my big sister. And just to have that contact with like a Tamika Catching is just like, whoa, like she doesn't even know it. But when she came to our practice and she was just acting like, she just knew me, I was just like, you don't even know, but I'm over here like, girl, you're Tamika Catching. So that was pretty cool to experience though.
All right, staying with Zoom, Chris.
Thank you so much for your time. What advice would you give to another young girl that looks like you, that wants to follow in your footsteps?
I would give her advice of just be true to who you are. Problems are going to come, challenges are going to come, but the way that you handle it is what builds character. I feel like there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and just continue to just push, push, push. And, if she plays basketball, I would say repetition is everything. Get the fundamentals down, just work on the little things before, this generation is a little more flashy, but, the fundamentals are everything. So, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, last two, all the way to your right, second row.
Hi, Rickea. Alexa Philpott, ESPN. Congratulations.
Thank
The Sparks are such a tradition-rich franchise in the league, winning championships with legendary players. I mean, did you watch them growing up? Do you have like a perception of all that? And what excites you about hopefully being able to be part of that new era of Sparks basketball?
Yeah, growing up, I didn't like basketball at all. I just wanted to do girly stuff. I just wanted to be a ballerina and cheerlead. So I didn't watch basketball growing up, but once I picked up a ball and I started to see like how serious that this can go, I really started tuning in a lot. Like I watch every WNBA basketball game, even if I can't, I record it and then I go back and watch it. I don't look at the score because I like to feel like it's still live. I like that excitement, but just LA as a whole, like I know they weren't where they wanted to be, championships. Everyone wants a championship. So I feel like I'm just excited to be a part of this journey. I feel like we're going to be really good. Just looking at the roster itself, I'm just excited. I watched them play, so I'm kind of familiar of like how they like to play, their style of play. So I feel like it's pretty cool, and I feel like I'm going to fit in pretty well.
All right, Rickea, our final question will come from the center section, middle of the second row.
Laura Hall with Knoxville News Sentinel. Before the draft, Reagan called their lottery picks foundational. Just to hear a GM, say you're going to be a foundational piece of this franchise, what does that mean to you? And also, Zaya Cook is very excited to reunite with you. How excited are you to play with Zaya again?
Yes, I'm so excited to play with Zaya. It's so full circle. We grew up knowing each other. We played AAU together. We live like an hour away from each other, but like that's my best friend. So yeah, we're still like really close. But I feel like basketball is just always bringing us back together in the craziest ways. We took our 4 visits together coming out of high school. So I'm so excited to play with my girl. I feel like this is just going to reconnect us on that deep level again. What was your first question?
The lottery picks to them are
Yeah.
foundational. Just
Mhm.
what does it mean to you to be considered a foundational piece of the Sparks moving forward?
Yeah, I'm honored, honestly, that he said something like, she said something like that about Cam and I. And I truly believe that as well. I feel like what Cam and I bring is just foundational, like you said. I feel like we're willing to put in the work, we're willing to do whatever as rookies. So I feel like that's pretty good. And I'm just excited to get started.
Rickea, thank you.
Thank you.
To our media, stay with us because we're going to be joined by